This is not one of those happy videos. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, V, and I'm back with another video. This is not one of those happy videos. It's kind of like me giving y'all like the life update. I know I give a lot of life update. I know I give y'all a lot of life updates, but that's pretty much what all I do is vlog because I don't do anything else. I don't go anywhere. I'm normally like at the house or something. So it's now April, obviously, because this is when I'm posting the video. Nursing school. I ain't gonna lie. One of the hardest things I know I've ever done. It's not even because it's like crazy hard. It's the fact of the matter that I was in the program that moves so fast and makes you get and try to contain so much information at one time. And I just feel like if I would have did a regular program, I would have done better. Now, a few months ago, I had to drop out of, hold on, get some hand sanitizer. A few months ago, I had to drop out of LPN school. I know I had posted like my video from getting ready with me as an LPN, how I get ready in my dorm and walk to class, pretty much what I do every day. But to be honest, it's been a few weeks and I had to withdraw from my classes. Now, I'm not encouraging you to withdraw, but there were a lot of obstacles in the way that caused me to withdraw. It was a big decision and I did think about it before trying. Now my grades were you have to have an 80 to get through the program or you flunk out basically. So either you have an 80 or you flunk out. So I didn't know how to study, but it was like towards the middle of the It was like towards the middle of the semester, which was the first semester that I was just in. It was like, you know, after a few months in, I was getting kind of overwhelmed and I couldn't figure out how to study and I couldn't figure out how to get things together. I found that out for one. That's going to be another video. But eventually I did find out how to study. So what I did was one of my classmates, we became very close and we studied every night, you know, going through the book, going over and over and over again till we get in our head. Now, my last test that I took that caused me to drop out, I needed at least an 80 to keep my grade up and I would have kept pushing in the program. But I made a 75 on that test and immediately broke down in tears. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to push through this. Like, and that was the last test. It wasn't the last test to put my grade up. Now, if you want to risk your GPA or whatever, doing something like that, you could have, but it wasn't the last test to put my grade up. It was the last test before the withdrawal deadline. So, like, after that, if I was to flunk out or whatever, it would have brought my GPA down a good 8 points. And my GPA already isn't like crazy high. It's probably like a 2.9 or 3.0. And having a 3 and having it go down to, a 1 point, or not 1 point, having it go down to like a 2.1 or something, like, I feel like that would have affected me trying to get back in the program or trying to try another program, because most schools do look at your GPA and how you've been handling things, grade wise, and your history upon studying and things like that. So I just took it upon myself and I was like, I'm going to go on and withdraw. I'm going to try to come back. If I get accepted, I'm going to try again. Other than that, I'm probably going to try to get into the RN program in the spring. Now, today, I took my entrance exam or whatever, and on your entrance exam, for people who don't know, you have to get it depends on your school curriculum. You take the test online or whatever, you have to get a certain percentage in reading and a certain percentage in math. And then, like, you add those together and divide by 2 to get your overall score. I mean, your score doesn't have to be crazy high, but it does have to be over a certain amount. I really can't talk about the test, so I can't tell you like what's on it or whatever or anything like that. All I can say is the T's book really helps, and it's really just simple scenarios with reading small passages, little simple math problems for like everyday situations. So it's not really a hard test. I just hope I get accepted again, because I am gonna try again. Hopefully with me withdrawing from the first semester, it won't affect my financial aid and what I'm gonna get, because I mean I did pay out of pocket anyway. So the fact that they didn't send me my money because I withdrew, like, hopefully it wouldn't affect my financial aid at all. But yeah, I'm gonna come back. They're building some new dorms around my school. I do plan on coming back and staying on campus. I just hope I can push myself and study harder than I did before, because it's a lot of information at one time. Like, it's frustrating if you don't know how to study or what you're doing. Because with that being said, when I was studying fundamentals of nursing, I don't know what yours is called at your school, but in my school it's called fundamentals of nurses, or the basic of nursing. Sorry, my words jumping together. Or the basics of nursing, things like that. That's just, I feel my seat up too far. Yeah, I'm getting so distracted. I'm sorry. I feel like that's the hardest part for me. Like, it's a big giant book, like this thick. I will show y'all, but I don't have it with me. It's actually at the house. And you learn, it's like more than 100 and some chapters up in there. Yeah, anyway, we was all up in like the 94 chapters, the 102 chapter, like we was up there. So how it works is, if this is not explained, in the speedy program, which is also the fast-paced program, which you get your LPN in 1 year, it starts off, you immediately start off testing. They start you off with like basics, like abbreviations or something like that. Then it was like, you start you off with like basics, like basic abbreviations that you're going to have to know throughout the program and throughout that semester to help you out. And it also ties into when you go to clinicals and things like that. Like, HR means heart rate, HS means like bedtime. It'd be like abbreviations. But then like that next Friday when you come back, you get like a few weeks to study it, but that next Friday or whatever, when you come back, you have a test on it. Then once you have a test, it's not even on Fridays. For my school, it usually was on Thursdays and Tuesdays. So say we start studying like 2 weeks ago. Each day we go over a new chapter, and it's probably like 8 chapters in a row. So it's not like 1 through 8. It probably be like 94, 54, and yeah, it's like 8 different chapters you have to learn within that period of time, within 1 or 2 weeks. So you probably get like, depending on how many chapters that they give you, you probably get like 2 weeks to study 8 chapters. That's only for one book. That's only for the test on Tuesday. Then while you do that, you also have to study 2 to 3 chapters in your body and structure book that you have to know for Thursday. So then you're piling on the studying. Then on top of that, this is where you have to schedule, because right after you take that Tuesday test, immediately start studying for the next Tuesday test, or the next Tuesday test after that. Then right after you take your Thursday test, immediately start the chapters you know y'all about to start in the in your next book, such as like body and structures. I didn't even make it to pharmacology, because we was gonna do pharmacology in the summertime or whatever, or maybe in the last semester. So it's all about keeping your grades up the whole way. Like, I promise, that hard work will pay off towards the end with your grades. Like, it's gonna hit you fast. Like, when they say you don't have time to associate, you will have time to associate. You can probably go out with your friends, maybe at the most. I'm back, but I gotta find a new place, because I had to get out because I'm finna go to a picnic. But yeah, like I was saying, look at this car high. you will find time to associate like with your friends and stuff, but most of the time in a fast program, like you might not, you probably can't balance that. Like, people legit gonna have to give you space. Like, you can't be on the phone. There are nights where you might even be up, you could study all day. You probably get out. I be in class from like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning to like 3:30 p.m. And the thing with that is, I feel as if I would rather be at home studying, because with that being said, yeah, we do go over the chapters and things, and they do explain the chapters, but they hit the high points. Like, you know, it's good to hear like certain high points and stuff like that, but I feel like we could have did that over a Zoom call or something like that. You can have time for your friends and things like that, but the thing is, that's not like your priority. Your priority is to get to school. It's to get through school. So with me being in my dorm and stuff, that gave me time to, you know, be away from everybody and get everything together. And I actually was in my dorm almost 24/7. Like, it's not good to be like on your own and not communicating like 24/7 or whatever, but it's also not a bad thing because you're studying. But like I said, you have to balance that out. So I'll probably get out of class at like 3:30 p.m. maybe. Get out of class, probably go to sleep till about 5, and then get up at 5, and I'll probably be studying until maybe 3 a.m. maybe. 3 a.m. at the latest, because I try not to stay up too late, considering that I do have class the next day at like 8 a.m. Now, I thought it was weird, but we had one half day, which is like a Tuesday or whatever. And, you know, things do change when you start clinicals and things like that, but it is very overwhelming, and you do have to plan to like get rest and stuff like that. Another thing with clinicals and stuff, if you have a question about clinicals were fine. It's just that with me already being a CNA, I kind of already knew how to do most things at clinicals, and all teachers grade different. So with their grading your clinicals, they had like a sheet of paper, a rubric with every little or small thing that you might be doing in the clinical, like maybe helping with a bath or keeping a good attitude in certain situations or things like that. They don't mark off on all of them, and I really never understood that, because when they mark off on them, they do it to a point where like it's from their observation, even though they're not with you like 24/7. I feel like that was unfair, but you know, it's based off their observation. They was like, well, when we're not here, we are still watching you and things like that. I just felt as if the I just didn't like the grading rubric or whatever. And you know, with those grades, they don't put the grades in until something flew at me. They don't put the grades in until towards the end of semester, when it's almost time for finals and stuff to come. Yeah, I don't have my water. I'm very thirsty. Oh my god. When it's time for like water and stuff to nah, I'm thirsty, I'm sorry, you know. When it's time for finals and stuff to come, like that's when they put in the grades for those. So you really have 100 in the whole semester, and you're like, oh, I'm doing good. But you know, but when they put their grades in, most of the time it's not exactly what you would expect it to be. With that being said, you know, I'll make another video about like study tactics and things like that I found out. But I did find out that like they said, nursing is nothing to play with, and it's something that you really have to mentally push yourself to do. Like, it's like a personal thing. Like, I can't, I feel like it's too overwhelming for me, because it's such a fast and speedy program. But since I already know how to do the first semester and I done learned how to study, I think I am gonna try it again But you know, I just wanted to give y'all like a little life update and a rundown. Oh yeah, I did get kicked out of my dorm, by the way. They sent me home like the same day I withdrew. It was like a little small process, and I turned in my key and everything. But the only thing with that, with withdrawing, is you don't get your refund back even if you paid out of pocket. That's the only thing I do wish you try not to do, but I recommend it if you really need it and you need to save your GPA and you don't want certain things going down in like those typical areas when it comes to getting back into the program if you do want to try again. Now, I'm not saying that I won't. I'm gonna push harder because now I know how to do the things. I'm also going to apply for the RN program. So if this doesn't work out, you know, maybe it's just not my calling. I mean, I'm not gonna keep forcing it, but I feel like if I was to do the RN program, it'd be much easier and much thorough when it comes to learning from the book and them teaching you particular things. So I'm just trying to right now get my head together. But yeah, my entrance test went well. That's all that matters. Now I just have to wait a few months for the because you know the program that I'm doing doesn't start till August, and it's April right now. So there's like a few months from now, but you don't get your acceptance email or letter or whatever until like the end of July, apparently. So I just get myself together. I'll probably go through the book and like make little notes and stuff like that that'll help me out along the way, and hopefully my friends and people that I was in class with last semester could help me with that as well. But yeah, make sure y'all remember it's me, V, and good luck if you do try this. I hope this helped, and I hope this was I hope this was like a great like inspiration to get your thought process and stuff going. If you have any questions or anything that you feel like I didn't address, please don't be scared to comment down in the comments and let me know what you think about the video. And just, you can ask me anything. Just don't be afraid to comment and talk to me. Make sure you like the video because I know you liked it. But I will answer every and all questions. I'm always in my comments. But bye. Y'all have a good one.